Don't waste the battery.
You ready?
all impaled by chaos. It was, yeah, it smashes the false paradigm of human nature that's used to justify and maintain our current state of cutthroat corporate, social, political, and environmental chaos. Society's short-sighted view of human history serves to maintain the status quo belief that, quote, man is a wolf to man. But the true chaos is not our state of nature, it's the nature of our state. War, inequality, militarism, imperialism, exploitation. A look outside the takers of modern civilization shows us that what caused the chaos we see around us is the branch of humans that decided to conquer the earth and each other, eventually to build societies and states to better facilitate this on a wider scale. For the last 10,000 years, the development of modern civilization has wrought chaos, the exception, not the rule, as this is a blink of an eye on the scale of 3 million years of human existence. The standard has been, and still is in some places, however endangered, alive in the form of so-called primitive cultures that exist in relative harmony with the natural environment, cultures that must be preserved, respected, protected, for they hold the key to sustainable human existence. Our nature is anarchism, our state is chaos.
We're at the PCH Club in Los Angeles, and we're talking with Reggie and Alex from PCH, and Public Manifest, and please pronounce the name of the event site. What's that?
Contraataque.
Okay, the first question, these are kind of, may seem dull, but you can add something to it, plus feel free to say whatever's on your mind. First question is, what kind of political, social, environmental activism do punks and anarchists get involved with in this area?
I think all kinds. There's a lot of people into anarchism. There's a lot of people who are basically, how would you say, like into different movements that are not like anarchists, like let's say the Black Panther, Una Bombs, things like that. So it varies.
What about Black Star Collective? What do they do? Have they done anything yet?
Well, they're raising money to open up.
Yeah, they should be here. But I don't know.
It's a lot of the kids that work with no bombs.
But it seems like they'll have it going and they might get something going. But if they do, they should keep it, like try to keep it going. Because there's been a few like groups who got together, like people try to do D-Center, and those people try to do like a bookstore in Long Beach. And if they get off the ground at all, they don't last because nobody wants to buy a book. And maybe, you know, they want to keep it separate from music, but still keep it with music. Or sometimes the thing with D-Centers, they had like shows there at the same time. There's a lot of people hanging around. And you're more into a gig music thing as opposed to like a political, let's read up on things kind of deal.
Anyone else want to say anything on that question?
There's a lot of different movements around here. I mean, not necessarily anarchists, a lot of different political, people, I mean, involved in the hardcore scene and out of the hardcore scene. I think sometimes around here, well, a lot of kids that I know, sometimes a lot of kids associate anarchists with like all the kids that wear like the exploited anarchist shirts and stuff. But if they really look into it, there's a lot more going on out shows like this. But there's a lot of stuff like, there's a lot of communists and just different movements like Zapatista movement, just different stuff going on.
I think places like this are beneficial, to the information and stuff, but also I think it's also vital to speak outside of the punk community. Let's, an example, children. Let's start teaching the children a system of unity. That when children don't understand, right now, they don't know anarchy, they don't understand right now, but we can teach them to build a system of unity, and I think that it's important to speak outside of the punk community, to reach out to different people.
A place like this is...
Say something, Don't waste the battery.
You ready?
Wait till after you want to have a cat come in.
So, first of all, just your name and where we're at.
I'm Eric Gustafson, and I'm the Executive Director for Education for Peace in Iraq Center here in Washington, D.C.
Okay, so first question is, please explain the purpose of the Million Signature Campaign. Some background.
Yeah, the 1 million signature campaign started a year ago, and it was out of a discussion of a number of activists from around the country that felt like there were just too many petitions about sanctions. And so there was a discussion over email, and a petition was drafted, kind of through a democratic process, although I guess we can't really say that it's the most democratic form, considering that it's mostly men that are online. But out of that discussion, we were able to come up with the 1 million signature campaign, or the Declaration in Opposition to Sanctions. And then with that, we worked with a bunch of different organizations and got them to endorse it. And so now, in a lot of ways, it's the national petition to end the sanctions. There's been 1 million signature campaigns in the past. There was the 1 million signature campaign against sanctions in the Middle East, in Egypt. And they were able to get over 1 million signatures. But the difference here is that since it's really the United States that is, leading the sanctions, we felt that having 1 million Americans against the U.S. policy would be even more effective in pressuring change. And actually, just an update, we have over 100,000 signatures already, and hopefully we'll have a lot more soon, because we got about 900,000 to go.
So yeah, that kind of builds into my next question, just what stage is the process right now as far as the signatures and how it's going? A lot of people getting involved, or how the response has been, basically?
What I've noticed is that it hasn't taken on a systematic petition drive, which is really needed to get 1 million signatures. I think the 100,000 signatures we've gotten so far have been mostly from mailings, that peace organizations have done, or from tabling at farmers markets by peace groups. But in a lot of ways, it's like all the likely suspects. There's a peace movement in this country, so we probably got 100,000 of them in those petitions. And I think what's going to be really critical is for the petition drive to expand to include unions, to be visiting faith communities, to be going into the campuses, and other forums where you can get a bunch of signatures that might not be people that identify themselves as, say, peace activists, but, when they realize what's happening in Iraq and that over 1 million have died, would be moved to sign the declaration.
Okay. How about explain the lobbying process, or I heard some about at different points during the collection, they're going to be taking signatures in to use as part of the pressure.
Yeah, that's, have you all had a chance to walk around, the Capitol building and
we were just walking around that area earlier today. It's pretty professional looking.
Yeah, yeah. I always talk about how with all the marble, it feels like, you're in the slow decline of the Roman Empire all over again. But one of the office buildings is called the Canon Office Building. So all the representatives, they don't have offices in the Capitol building. They have these office buildings. And the Canon building has a huge rotunda, which Alan Pogue, who is with Veterans for Peace in Austin, Texas, and a wonderful photographer, has that space booked for a photo exhibition. So one of our goals is to have 1 million signatures by December. And what would be really amazing is if we actually had really small signatures, 1 million of them, that would be all around the rotunda, and then Alan Pogue's photography would be on top of it. So it would just be really powerful, because you'd have these incredibly striking images of the Iraqi people and their humanity and what's happening. And behind them, the background would be 1 million people in opposition to those sanctions. So that's one of the things that we're looking at. But what...
The 4th of July, we're in Oklahoma City. Been on the road about 15 days. Got about 500 signatures in the first week or so, and a couple hundred over the last 2 days. Right now, we're trying to go around the city right after the fireworks display in the downtown area, and ask people, since they're celebrating this country's independence, if they'd be willing to sign a petition to have some liberation for the people of Iraq. documentary too. You see right here. What do you think? Right on. Peace. That's tight. Right on. All right. Cool. We'll get a documentary, yeah. You might be on public access somewhere.
We'll work on getting it. We'd like more people to see it.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, thanks a lot. Take care, guys. You bet.
I think maybe, hopefully, replace this backing vocal thing, and then we'll get some more punk rock action going on. This next one, this will have to be another one that you'll have to sing with us. This is about your wonderful president, Slick Willie. The guy's, is that right, Slick Willie? The guy's kind of a grade one a-hole, I think you say. Like, although we hate Slick Willie, though, we're kind of interested in your culture, or your lack of it. Only joking. Oh, thank you, respect. Okay, I'm giving props to my sister Paige on the PA, that's good. I'm learning all this stuff. Do you understand that when we say that? If we say we're giving props to our sister? Okay. Yeah. I have to say that you better beware, you better clap a lot at the end of this song because we're a bunch of mean motherfuckers from the hood. And our music will be coming at you like a bullet from a Uzi. And what else? Someone like cops. We try to work out this song. By the end of this tour, we'll be able to talk exactly like you. We can say that how we ain't down with cops or the system. No, we ain't down with Slick Willie or the system. And any motherfucking cops, we fucking diss them and stuff like that, you know. So it's coming along. Anyway, this is our message to Slick Willie. Sorry, do I need to kind of hide this or sort of censor it or something? Anyway, it's fuck you. It's pretty simple, okay? Okay, can you all say, hey, you, pay attention. Hey, Baldy with the specs. Right. I want to hear you singing along extra loud, right? This one goes da-da-da-da-da. Bill Clinton. Oh, you can sing Slick Willie and that. Da-da-da-da-da. Bill Clinton. Da-da-da-da-da. Fuck you. Repeat twice. And at the end, it's double chorus. Repeat to fade. Okay. This one's called Bill Clinton. Fuck you. So sweet, lilting southern voices. So good.
The windshield wiper's broken. There's the broken windshield wiper. It's supposed to on that piece of ground. Oh, huge fireworks thing. Not like a place where you buy fireworks and beer.
Hey, Stas. And I've been working with the APF for like almost 2 years now, I guess.
I'm Jordan. Same goes for me.
So do you want to, first of all, expand on the acronym and then explain the
What's it all
function of the Federation?
Oh, sure. The acronym APF stands for ANARKOPUNK Federation, and it was formed as a means of organizing people, politically active anarchists in the punk rock community to create a distinct alternative to the very anti-political, anti-anarchist, anti-activist stance that a lot of punks have taken. And our goal has been to recreate what we sort of view as the heyday of anarchist punk activity, where the words punk and activist and anarchist were all almost synonymous, and we want the subculture to be a counterculture, a true alternative, and a means for us to implement anarchist principles into our daily subcultural lives and into the lives that we lead, and to try to get other people involved in the culture to become politically active and to give more of a meaning and voice to those of us who are politically active.
All right. Do you have anything to add to that, or any of your own personal take on the APF?
You put it beautifully.
Okay. Maybe with that as the kind of philosophy, what's the kind of function of it, and what all activities have you started pursuing, or?
The function essentially is whatever each chapter or primary group of the APF decides is their primary function. I guess all around the encompassing philosophy is to be a method of propaganda and dissemination of information. To that end, we started a newspaper called Counterculture, which was published sort of on a quarterly basis, but has been put on hold for a little while and should be published again soon, which was our way of getting ideas about anarchism and ideas about activism out to the members of the punk scene to try to merge punk culture and activism and to bring the serious philosophy of anarchism to the often not so serious world.
Your name and where we're at.
Okay. My name is Sarah Sloan. I'm one of the coordinators of the International Action Center, which has been working on anti-sanctions work since the beginning of the Gulf War. We were involved in building the anti-war movement around the war in '95 and working on anti-sanctions work
since they were imposed, and we're continuing to work on it today. And next month, which is August 1999, will be the 9-year anniversary of the sanctions. We've held, over the past 9 years, meetings, and we've sent 2 delegations to Iraq, big Iraq sanctions challenges. One in May 1998 was the largest delegation ever traveled to Iraq. It was 85 people. We took what became $4 million worth of medicine to Iraq in direct defiance of the sanctions. We've also, over the years and in the recent December bombing campaign and during the continued bombing of Iraq since then, we've hosted many demonstrations and helped to coordinate demonstrations around the country and internationally.
The song's called Relative Term of Government. It's about the development of the concept in terms of what we call rights, and how if you look at human societies and how they functioned before the agricultural revolution, for about 3 million years, human beings existed in relative harmony with natural environment without institutionalized authority or governments. And people who are interested in anarchism should definitely look at anthropology to get some seriously strong evidence for its possibility and its definite existence throughout all of human history.
Thank you.
One more.
I'm not ready. Can I come listen to it really quick? Thanks. What do you guys think? Can you play it back down here for me, really quick? Just the. Yeah. That's fine. I just want to hear it. What?
Okay. I mean, I can't hear my. Really? Yeah, you can turn that down a bit because I can't hear myself talking at all. I can't hear myself talking at all, so you can turn down that. Oh, you want me to turn the headphones down from the amplifier? Okay, don't worry about it. It's okay. Closer to the mic. We live in self-perpetuated chaos, undeniable, but taken as an abstraction. You gonna record this shit, Adam? Video technician? Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what do you want me to do? If I can't hear it right? Yeah, no, not. Do you want me to just. If it screws up, you're going to start recording now? Oh, okay. All right. So I'm not going to do the whole thing? Hold on. So you're gonna start rolling. I'm gonna go, and if I screw up or if it doesn't work out or sound right, then I'm gonna back off and gesture. Oh, okay. All right. Without the rule of the state. It says that man's state of nature is chaos, that anarchy is chaos, But look what we've created. Look around you. What do you see? We live in self-created chaos, undeniable but taken as an abstraction. The illusion of order induced that they blindfolded us, dropped us in a maze, isolated, sedated. No roots, no history, no love, no community. Just cubicles of existence. All we know is ourselves, our income, our material status, our mythology, our human history. Forgetting what work, we run like rats, confused, thinking we know where we're going and why, reaching for the next product. But it's all chaos. No purpose, just a palindromic mouth feasting on the weak. Unpredictable, constant power politics, war, revolution, security interests. Control and illusion. The only order is the droning machines, mechanical and social, creating the chaos. New science, the students of chaos theory maintain that nothing in the universe is predictable beyond a certain point. That there are no absolutes, no laws governing nonlinear equations. This theory applies to social science as human society is far from the equilibrium system. Arguably, our future is non-deterministic, but certainly not uncontrollable. Anarchism argues innate capacity rather than fixed nature. The myopic assumption that man is a wolf man is disproven from Kropotkin's analysis of evolution and anthropology. He states that in animal species, humans included, the fittest can be observed to mean the most cooperative, what he calls mutual aid. The so-called chaos in nature, humanity, is not a struggle against each other, it's a struggle against adverse conditions, which can best be survived through cooperation. But why hasn't this axiom served as a paradigm for human history? It has. As Kropotkin looks at tribal, clan, and even feudal societies, for approximately 3 million years, humans have existed in relative harmony with the natural environment. Only when we decided to conquer it did the rise of inequality and hierarchy and institutions begin. If we look beyond our own self-perpetuating story of history and humanity that justifies power, capitalism, war, hate, we can see that humanity is capable of both extremes, order and chaos. Let me see how it sounds, I guess. What? Yeah. No, I heard it for just fine.
Like a pet dog reading.
Yeah, echoed and pan left to right and shit. You should do low stuff too, Jeff.
Most might be really shot.
You can.
I'll give you what I can give.
All right, give me what you can give.
Let my normal voices go.
Okay. War, revolution, security interests, control and illusion. The only order is the order of machines, mechanical and social, creating chaos. New science, the students of chaos theory maintain that nothing in the universe is predictable beyond a certain point. That there are no absolutes, no laws governing nonlinear equations. This theory applies to social science as human society is far from the equilibrium system. Arguably, our future is non-deterministic, but certainly not uncontrollable. Anarchism argues innate capacity rather than fixed nature. The myopic assumption that man is a wolf man is disproven from Kropotkin's analysis of evolution and anthropology. He states that in animal species, humans included, the fittest can be observed to mean the most cooperative, what he calls mutual aid. The so-called chaos in nature, humanity, is not a struggle against each other, it's a struggle against adverse conditions, which can best be survived through cooperation. But why hasn't this axiom served as a paradigm for human history? It has. As Kropotkin looks at tribal, clan, and even feudal societies, for approximately 3 million years, humans have existed in relative harmony with the natural environment. Only when we decided to conquer it did the rise of inequality and hierarchy and institutions begin. If we look beyond our own self-perpetuating story of history and humanity that justifies power, capitalism, war, hate, we can see that humanity is capable of both extremes, order and chaos. All right, let me listen to it. Yeah, I just want to hear it and listen to it.
Did you want to do some shit on here, dude? All right, if you can squeeze in between Jeff.
Want to do like nightmare vocals?
The story that we are told, the Hobbesian nightmare, tearing each other's eyes out without the rule of the state, says that man's state of nature is chaos, and anarchy is chaos. But look what you've created, look around you, what do you see? You live in self-inflicted chaos, but taken as an abstraction. The illusion of order induced that they blindfolded us, dropped us in a maze, isolated, sedated. No roots, no history, no love, no community. Just cubicles of existence, all we know is ourself, our income, our material status, our mythology, our human history. Getting overworked like rats, confused, thinking we know where we're going and why, reaching for the next product.
Wait. Yeah, which way? Like here? All right, what about the popper stopper? All right. Okay. Yeah. While you're are you recording? Well, you got your one punch out of me. Yep. Yep.
The story that we are told, the Hobbesian nightmare, tearing each other's eyes out without the rule of the state, says that man's state of nature is chaos, and anarchy is chaos. But look what you've created, look around you, what do you see? You live in self-inflicted chaos, but taken as an abstraction. The illusion of order induced that they blindfolded us, dropped us in a maze, isolated, sedated. No roots, no history, no love, no community. Just cubicles of existence, all we know is ourself, our income, our material status, our mythology, our human history. Reaching for the next product, but it's all chaos. No purpose, just a palindromic mouth feasting on the weak. Unpredictable, constant power politics, war, revolution, secure interests. Control and illusion. The only order is the chaos. New science, the students of chaos theory maintain that nothing in the universe is predictable beyond a certain point. That there are no absolutes, no laws governing nonlinear equations. This theory applies to social science as human society is involved in the equilibrium system. Arguably, our future is non-deterministic, but certainly not uncontrollable.
A place where there is no school, no responsibility, just fun. A life of hanging out with friends, being bad and rebellious, never being compelled to accomplish anything, never having to be productive. But then you turn into an ass. Does this sound at all familiar? Does this hit close to home? Punk rock, I don't give a fuck about you style. Is that how we're going to end up? Is it fun for a few years of self-indulgence? Then all of a sudden you're 35 with nothing but a record collection, a drinking problem, and a shit job. Or are we going to get active, start using our first world freedom and resources for the benefit of all? Start making our lives affect meaningful change on the outside world, outside of ourselves and our circle of friends. Fuck PC, but not so we can rationalize our self and universally destructive apathy, but to move beyond finger-pointing and slogans and start to build sustainable communities and stop the destruction of our planet. Yeah. Recording down there up their ass and the fucking thing. Let's go, Right. Next song is called Crippled with Fear. It's about the nuclear weapons industry and the corporations like Lockheed Martin that continue to profit off the production, research, and development of weapons of mass destruction. This next song is called Virtual Waste. It's about the marketing and manufacturing of destructive and class-centric technologies such as minimal computer upgrades, weapons, cars, etc., and the abuse of valuable research and resources to serve only the first world, under the guise of progress, when all our endeavors should be for the benefit of all.
And Jesus! They support Jesus! Kill him!
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Okay.
Take that. Yep.
next song is called Suicide Race. It asks basic questions about humanity's nature, history, and future in the context of the path that we are dredging towards extinction and environmental ruin. It's undeniable that the current course we are on will soon lead to our extinction. To understand how and why this will happen, we have to assess what we mean when we say humanity. When we say humanity will destroy the planet, do we really mean humanity or do we mean civilization? Humanity as a whole encompasses 3 million years of ecological harmony. For 99% of human time on this planet, we've existed in egalitarian hunter-gatherer societies. It's imperative to understand that the idea of human self-destruction is misleading and feeds an already negligible view of human history. The catalyst for the destruction of our species and all life on this planet is not simply humanity, as a lot of misanthropic punk rockers like to say. It's not humanity. If you look at the Kung San people in Africa, who've been living for 11,000 years, subsisting off the Mongongo nest there, dancing and working 2 to 3 hours a day, they scoff at our society, they scoff at our world, and they represent the paradigm of human history since our dawn. And the catalyst for the destruction of our species is civilization, all the destruction its creation and perpetuation entails.
This next song's called Meaningless Existence. Basically wrote the song when I was really frustrated with the punk scene. Sometimes you wonder why you hang out with good shit that you do. But you look at all the good things that are happening and all the good people you do now. And that's make it worthwhile. So if you ever get discouraged, look around to your life and point out the good things that are going on. Even though there may be very little. That's all me is resistance. escape. The bass sounds all right.
More sweatpants!
Next one's called Century Crust. Alright, next song's a cover song by a band called Anarchist. It's dedicated to the Swedes. That's called Brain Cell Battle.
Yeah, these are our last two songs that covers by Anti-Cymex. We're playing tomorrow at Headline Records. I'm not really sure what time it starts, but if anyone could make it there, that would be really cool. It's not Monday. It was advertised as Monday, but actually it's tomorrow. So show up if you can. Headline Records on Melrose in Hollywood. You need to request a donation. It actually doesn't really cost anything, but we're asking for a donation because Wolfpack's pretty far in the hole as far as plane tickets go. We'd like to try and make a little bit of cash for them. None of this is going to us. Yeah, alright, we gotta ship these guys back to Sweden somehow, you know? Anyways, Anti-Cymex covers dedicated to Wolfpack. And thanks to Ron for setting this up.
Okay, we handed out some packets about Zapatistas, who are a Mexican freedom fighting organization. They're trying to become a sovereign entity. They don't want to be exploited by corporations and the United States anymore. The United States is currently supplying the Mexican government with weapons in order to repress these people. There's stuff going on to try and support them in solidarity. This Friday, there's going to be an event, a demonstration in solidarity with the Zapatistas, and the information you can get from Chiapas Urgent Call and on the flyers outside that say Viva Easy Roland, it has the number of Chiapas Urgent Call, so just call that and find out. It's this Friday around like 12th and Morrison, but I don't know what time it is, so find out.
The privatization of the prison system so corporations can profit off our arrest. It's all part of the drug war and the encompassing police state, which is slowly taking away our rights with such citizen-supported, by propagandized citizen-supported, drug-free zones, mandatory sentencing, Measure 11, one strike you're out, and other sick, unconstitutional policies such as that. And the only thing you can really do to stop it is just be sane, make people realize that that the masses aren't a bunch of hopeless criminals, and support resistance movement.
Calm down, Screw.